Digimon Seekers, Chapter 1, Part 7. Aberdeen Electronics and Denrin District Digital Lab. After receiving an urgent call, AG immediately goes to DDL and cries in his office, Professor Ryusenji! Good morning, IG. It was already afternoon, but Ryusenji seems to be the type to always say good morning. What's with this Digimon? Lugamon is napping on the Digimon linker screen. He is probably full of food and dreaming a good dream. It looks like you're doing a great job with your training. I'm looking forward to seeing it evolve. Ryusenji smiles. Digimon change their forms as they grow. Digimon evolution, baby, child, adult, perfect, and ultimate form. Insects, for example, grow from egg to larva, pupa, and adult. What is different is that the same individual transforms into a completely different Digimon. This is why the academic term evolution is used to describe the growth of a Digimon. If you evolve it to maturity, we will pay you an incentive. An incentive. An additional reward. The more perfect, the more ultimate, the better. I wonder what kind of Digimon Lugamon will evolve into. I'd like to see IG and Lugamon looking cool together. Ryusenji cheered IG on in an easy-to-understand way. Don't say that. Don't be a bad adult that looks forward to chaos. You saw it, right? Yesterday's training report. IG protests. I get hundreds of emails every day. I hardly open any of them. Ryusenji speaks bluntly. You'd lose days of work if you checked them all. That's right. I'm a researcher and I don't have time for anything but research. But I do check my notifications for communications from you, for example. That kind of make my heart hurt a bit. IG hugs himself. You're a very important business partner of mine, IG. This part of the professor isn't unpleasant in the least, and it makes me like him more. The world's leading authority on the digital world says that IG, who is nothing more than a code cracker brat, is his business partner. Opening AG's report on the monitor, Ryusenji plays the attached video file. Lugamon, child, dark beast, virus type. It's in a virtual training cage. The date of the video is yesterday. The Lugamon is eating food. A Digimon will stop growing if they do not eat. So when they get hungry, they instinctively continue to eat. It may seem strange for an AI to eat, but food is in essence data and information. Even human beings would not grow in any way if they did not read books, watch videos, and study to obtain information. In front of the Lugamon, there are 4 plates of food for some reason. In the corner of the cage, 3 Tyrannomon, which are kept in a multiple-headed house, are wobbling. Would 3 Tyrannomon be too much to handle? Ryusenji is genuinely curious. The Tyrannomon are adults, and yet the younger Lugamon can hold its own. The Lugamon is strongly influenced by the data of dark beast types, especially wolves, Ryusenji explains. Wolves, so it's not a dog. IG scratches his head. They are dogs, but they are more primitive, descended from wolves that have been tamed. In any case, they form a pack and have a boss. They are strict about ranking within the pack. So, they were kept in the same cage? Does that mean that Lugamon made the Tyrannomon its offspring? More or less. Obviously, the boss has first dibs on food. Ryusenji smiles for some reason. So it's eating others' food. This guy even tries to eat one of the Tyrannomon at first. Oh wow, that's very interesting. Just like the mythical demon wolf that eats even giant gods. It's too horrible to make a video of. He eats too much, he costs too much, and he poops too much. And? Huh? Do you have a problem with that? Ryusenji asks the question. I see. This is simply interesting to a genius researcher. AG takes a deep breath. The following data is the result of benchmarking the Lugamon. It's definitely not your average growth score. By the way, Professor, what is that thing on the Lugamon's forehead? This... IG pauses the video and zooms in. The Lugamon's forehead and nose are covered with a mask and a protector. The faceplate is covered with a shiny, jewel-like object. I find it really interesting. Sometimes it even glows. I'm not sure what to say, but good on you for noticing it, IG. Thanks. So how do you feel about it? You've tried using it, haven't you? It's too peaky to evaluate its performance as an AI tool. IG pauses. What do you mean? It's not that the tool's commands don't work. It's that it won't do what you tell it to do. Not only won't he work, he won't walk either. I remember a dog I used to have that would go for a stroll on his own. So you don't think you can raise it? I didn't say that. Raising it is my job, and I'm interested in it. I'll definitely get it to evolve. Try to hololize it. Ryusenji speaks. IG chooses a command on the digital linker. The Lugamon, which had been sleeping, is hololized. It's big and bulky. Digimon in their child stage are usually about 1 meter in length, depending on the type, of course. The Lugamon is about the size of a husky dog or a small wolf. Digimon themselves have a chunky form, so they have a strong presence when they are indoors. Its fur is a blue-gray. Its eyes are red. IG would like to fluff it up if he could. The Digimon linker is checking IG's bio information 24 hours a day. I've verified the data along with the Lugamon's training information, Ryusenji shouts loudly. Wah! You surprise me. This is truly remarkable. Ryusenji looks amazed. Why all the fuss? Look at these numbers. Ryusenji pointed excitedly at the screen as he displays the evaluation report. DS value? I'm not sure what that means. This is new to AG. He hasn't heard the term, not even in codecracker circles. That's D4. Oh, so it's classified. It's an indicator of compatibility with the Digimon I designed. IG, your compatibility with the Lugamon is already second to none, even compared to the best codecrackers. Seriously? IG looks at the Lugamon, who is still napping on the floor. I'm glad I was right about offering you the job. So does that mean the Lugamon can evolve right away? It can go from adult to perfect to ultimate? I can't say for sure. Why not? The DS value is only an indicator of potential. So it might be possible then. AG is completely taken aback. Digimon compatibility. IG had never really thought about it. Of course, there is the question of whether or not the Digimon would be easy for him to use as a tool. I've only touched Tyrannomon and other Digimon that pretty much everyone else uses to a certain extent. The more prevalent Digimon are among codecrackers, the easier it is to adjust the tools, because they can listen to each other's advice. Recently, cyborg types have been all the rage. Where have you been getting your Digimon up until now? Grim? Yeah, though it's slightly illegal in Japan. There are countries where it is legal. The network. There are no borders and no laws in the digital world. Yes, there are no borders in the digital world. AG, do you know who you're quoting? Ryusenji asked the question. IG doesn't know. Who? Doesn't everyone say that? It's a grim codecracker meme at this point. Are you saying there's a source of it? Ryusenji shrugged his shoulders like an actor. What's your work again, IG? I'm a codecracker. Then you know of the codecracking team, don't you? End of Chapter 1, Part 7.